Okay, hello and welcome to a replay from the PBE featuring Mundo with the MadStone. Dr. Mundo has historically had very fast clears owing to his old W Burning Agony. Unlike his modern one, it used to last pretty much, well, forever. It was a toggle. You could have it on so long as you were willing to drain your own health. This is the opposite of sustain in the jungle, and Mundo's sustain in the jungle is literally just some extra health regen on his passive. 2 extra health per second. That's sure to change some duels by a massive margin. I'm joking. Smiting the blue buff, if we got a nice long leash, that would have been a bit better because then we can smite the white. Mundo is kind of single target damage here, but we usually want to use W, which kills us, but that's okay because we're also killing the jungle monster. You can see we get hella low here. Unfortunately, there's no way to see your masteries in-game, but I will flash them on the screen for you now. Although this might not have been what I was using. I think I'm using a generic jungle tank mastery page, and I think I am using a generic jungle rune page. I might be using extra attack speed or extra AD. No, it looks like I am using move speed, so this is going to be attack speed, reds, armor yellows, magic resistance per levels, glyphs, and movement speed, quintessences. My all-purpose budget rune page that you can use absolutely anywhere because everyone uses these stats. You can optionally go for attack damage because that's a little more universal. Attack speed isn't too useful on supports compared to attack damage where you kind of poke the enemy a little bit with an auto attack. But attack speed's pretty good. And we went ahead, got our Spirit Stone, and then as soon as we could, got our Madred's Razors. Spirit Stone gives mana regen, which is not useful on Dr. Mundo, but the health regen is plenty useful. We want that, that's so we can keep our W up during the AoE camps, the Wraiths, the Golems, and the Wolves. And we're going to try and go for a bit of a gank here. Now, our mid laner today is actually Jumbo Juice, friend of the channel, JJ, who has pretty much just installed PBE to give League Classic a try after not even playing regular League in literally months. But does have some amount of nostalgia for pre-Season 6 Rise. Not this Rise, not that old. So this is not even a familiar territory for JJ here in terms of the season. It is, however, for me, 2-0 on Dr. Mundo. We're up against a Spirit Stone first Jarvan, who's going to be going for Elder Lizard. Funnily enough, I think Elder Lizard might be able to work on Mundo, to be honest, with these Burning Agony, but I think the extra health, because Mundo, the way he scales, especially back then, he just got so much value from health. Buying health got you extra health regen on passive, extra resources for your abilities instead of mana, and also, I believe, helped scale your E damage as well. So health kind of got you a bit of everything. It got you literally health, resources, and extra damage technically as well. Cleavers, just like today, scale with enemy health. I think they're exactly the same, actually. Maybe the hitbox is slightly different. I'm not sure. If you know if old Mundo or new Mundo has better hitboxes, let me know in the comments below. I've yet to make Dr. Mundo before the rework. Now here's me ulting to try and get to ganking territory for mid, but actually JJ died. This further cements my theory that Gragas is the best champion in the entire game. He's going 2-1-2. This is classic Greggy, by the way. My most frustrating, my biggest pain point with Gragas on Modern is that his body slam like knocks you back, and it just lasts so long, and it's such a long, massive hitbox. I don't know. I hate it. I don't have to believe it's actually genuinely overpowered to get angry about it and say it's overpowered. I think he's fine. I just hate him. And that's fine. Everyone has that in League. This particular game, we have chat off in the replay, thank God, because the Scion was giving orders like no tomorrow with a build I actually have respect for because I had a game with it on PBE on Alistar and I played it back in the day. I was going to make a replay of it, but the replay expired because the maintenance schedule works in mysterious ways, and I don't think they really announce it, and if they do, I don't know when. Speaking of our Scion, Scion identifies Jarvan on the dragon. Jarvan is forced away, and we're just able to come in and smite that real easy. Jarvan's got his Elder Lizard, he's 4-1-3, he's actually been a much more jungler, I guess, much more of an active jungler than I have been, with 4-1-3, whereas I'm just 2-0. However, if you look at the CS counts, I'm at almost double Jarvan CS. Therefore, we have full ability to blame the team for dying to ganks. You see where I'm getting with this? Just farm your jungle, pretend the rest of your lanes don't exist, and when you lose the game, just blame the team. It's just like today. Trust me, League Classic is not that different. Continuing to farm. Now, you may notice, I've talked about it before in other videos and on the main channel. Well, we're not doing it right now, so that's a bit awkward, but we usually skip the third camp and go to the fourth. So there we would have skipped Wraiths, and then gone to our Krugs. We're going to save Rise's life with a nice little kill steal. We're going to use our ulti value to go into the enemy jungle. Now, here we go. We had a little conversation there where I said, hang on a minute. Don't kill the little Wraith. Apparently, he just didn't think it would do that much damage. Didn't even push him that hard. Yeah, one of my videos just finished rendering. If you heard that, and I think you did. I tried to get to mute it, but I apparently failed. That's fine, Nav. Eyes are on the prize here. Gonna smite the big cap. So here's how you should use smite. Some people get really mad when I save smites a bit too often, and you know what? I do think I save it a little too much. Old habits were always use smite to secure a buff or a camp, usually a buff. Whereas I think newer players from like the past, 6 or 7 years or so maybe prioritize just kind of using smite whenever it's on cooldown for maximum clear speed, which is fine. But back in the day, Shaco and Nunu, struck fear into the hearts of all of us. And we had to make sure that we were not getting things stolen by always using our smite the moment it was a secure kill. You do this with Dragon, you do this with Baron. It's a bit harder back then because the number of smite always changed. Looks like we can't see it on the replay, can we? 820, if I highlight on the ability itself. Apologies if you can hear the fan, by the way. It's still warm here, man. Like, League Classic being here is one thing that's going to keep me playing League, but the other thing is when the summer is over. Can we just have winter forever? I would love that so much. Graggy with the body slam, that old animation where he just runs really fast, as he does. No CC on it, though. Does damage, though. Other than that, he's basically the same. I think his W is different. He gets like an auto attack after he drinks now, I think. I'll be honest, I don't really play the guy. I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to Greggy. For build, however, we went MadStone. We went for... what's this called? Spirits of the Ancient Golem. Gives tenacity, 500 health, regen, and cooldown reduction. It's a really cool item, honestly. It gets kind of underrated, especially now. I feel like no one really plays like traditional tanks anymore in Modern League. And when they do, they're still playing like bruisery if they can get away with it. Like this Jarvan, he's going Spirit of the Elder Lizard. Which is good on him, actually. And you know what? Props to this Jarvan. He went ahead and bought Locket. Kind of a weird pick nowadays. I think we'd rather go for Aegis, but... nowadays? Classic. I'm on about Classic like it's today. I mean, Classic is today. Classic tomorrow, by the way. It's coming out in like 2 days. As of time of this recording. You may notice I'm trying to just kind of put stuff on this channel, and that's because this is essentially a new channel. It's just kind of been around, and was gonna just be the funny thing we throw VODs on sometimes, but it's becoming more and more necessary, as I'm hearing from other creators, as I've heard for years and just never actioned upon, that we really need to separate our content into different channels. You can let me know if you know a bit more about this in the comments below. But I have seen channels where, this is a bit of a YouTube aside, but trust me, we're just farming, where people kind of make multiple different kinds of content. I only watch one of them, and it only recommends to me multiple of them, especially the series I keep track of. For example, I watched a lot of the kind of, Magic player reacts to Yu-Gi-Oh! Hearthstone player reacts to Yu-Gi-Oh! From Alex Simo, RIP. I loved that channel. It was really sad to hear of his passing just the other month. A big Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan here, by the way. That's me. I've liked Yu-Gi-Oh! Since I was a kid. And unlike most Yu-Gi boomers, I actually took to the game pretty well when I discovered that was modern. Just had to pick up a kill here. I think Scion took it, which is fine. Sion's our carry with Banner of Command. He's cooking. He asked for like a DPS bot, and we got a AP Misfortune with Rylai. Big sin, by the way. Rylai does basically nothing on MF. You should probably take just Leandris instead, or if you want to go that way. It's good stats though, 500 health. But the E on MF already slows more than Rylai, and they do not slow more, even back here. Hold the fuck up. Wait, Rylai used to slow 35%. Oh, whoa. Rylai was kind of good back then. However, I'm pretty sure MF slow is still pretty much good enough. We can't get any... No, we want to replay. We can't get info. Slows by 52%? Okay, well, yeah, Rylai doesn't do anything. It makes your ult slow, I guess, but you usually use E and ult in a combo. At this point, by the way, Tryndamere has been split pushing top all game. And Scion has been saying stuff like, oh, you couldn't do it without me, my auras are carrying you. Tryndamere was like, what the heck are you talking about? I don't know why they're having a problem. The rest of us are just playing the game anyway. JJ dies a lot here. We both have 150 ping. We are essentially a new player again, playing a familiar champ Rise. But that was, we were laughing our ass off at the Gregiel that just kind of hit him dead center there. I was gonna say Teemo's trying to use his passive. That's just how long Scion's stun used to be. Pop our E, get a bit more damage on turrets. 503 by the way. For build we went into Warmogs, and then we're gonna go into Spirit Visage next, and then ideally we'd go for Atlas and Impaler next. Dr. Mundo does a lot of auto attacks, and he gets a lot. He has like 100 AD minimum at his max level E. It's really good. I used to build Phantom Dancers in ARAM. Anyway, we can try and get this. Jarvan takes it. He runs away. We're gonna chase him down. He's running away. He's trying to dodge cleavers. I wasn't throwing because I had red buff, but he gets out of there with another. Is it QE? Yeah, it must be. Enemies are afraid we're taking Baron, but no, we're just going ARAM again. Into the mid lane, we now have our Spirit Visage. That's going to help us against the big Deathfire Grasp Greggy. Deathfire Greg. I don't know, that sounded funny in my head. Plus give plenty of extra healing on all of our, well, healing. So our passive is going to get better. Our base health regen is going to get better. And our ulti, of course, is going to get way better. That damage. Just chunking him with a cleaver as well before we let everyone else deal with him. We could literally just walk back and pop him. He's just standing there. He got one more ignite out. From here, should be a victory lap. Straight to the Nexus. W the wave. Mostly what this game was. Apologize. Not much happened and we sped through most of it, but we mostly just cleared the jungle, got our build, went MadStone. Look at the CS diff. Okay, apparently it wasn't that good at the end of the game against the Jarvan, but he's trying to like gank and stuff. And whilst you do counter, for example, Feral Flare and perma-farming junglers by impacting the map better, we still did some stuff. Mostly though, well played to Tryndamere, and also props to Scion for the weird promote strat. I am a fan of it. I wish I got the Alistar replay where I was playing it with Ardent Sensor, which hits minions because you're Alistar and you can heal minions. And promote and Banner of Command, but the replay expired. Maybe I'll play it again on live. Be sure to follow me on Twitch. I'll put a link in the description below. And subscribe to this channel if you're here for more live gameplay for when we stream pretty soon when Classic comes out. Maybe we'll do more replay stuff because we can kind of be more kind of analytical, you know? Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.